Welcome back. My name is Devin, and we are hitting a center core and lower body 25-minute micro routine. No obliques, and everything is going to be at the front. We'll do some light springs. We'll finish off with a heavy spring in that runner's lunge, and you will need your bungee today. If you don't have a bungee, don't worry about it. You'll give me an air bungee when we get there. Make sure you have your water. Let's have some fun. You've got about 30 seconds and we'll be starting into our first move. Make sure you're on one black spring. You've got 20 seconds to get your hands on the sides of the carriage or on that carriage, toes on the front platform. We are going to start in a straight arm plank in 10 seconds. You've got 8, toes are coming on the front platform, hands on the carriage in 4, 3, 2, and 1, let's go for that plank. So of course, you can also plank onto your knees. But right here, I'm on my toes, my heels are nice and high, my core is tight, shoulders are over the wrists. All right, team, we've got about 15 seconds, and we're taking our knees to the front platform in 10. Your hands stay exactly where they're at. We're going for a wheelbarrow in 6. Knees take the front platform in 3, 2, 1, take the knees down. Pelvis is gonna be forward, so you're in this modified push-up position. Let's take that inhale and start to send that carriage out. On that exhale, I want you to pull the wrists back under the shoulders right here. Nice, keep using your breath. And when in doubt, we always wanna use a 4 count. I'm going a little bit slower than a 4. You never want to go faster, right? Always 4 count, but you can always go slower. And what do I mean by that? 4 count. We're going to pull this in for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and push back out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're about halfway there. My core is already starting to shake. Shoulders are down and back, away from the ears. I'm squeezing my inner thighs, I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. All right, we've got about less than 30 seconds. And we take this into a kneeling crunch. Elbows are gonna come down to the carriage. Knees stay exactly where they're at. We've got 15 seconds, so we still got time. In 10, elbows come down to the carriage. You'll meet me in a modified plank on your knees, on your elbows in 5, 4, 3, 2, take the elbows down. All right, shoulders stacked over the elbows. I'm looking straight down in between my palms. I'm gonna switch around to the shoulders. As I lift my hips up, big exhale, looking at my knees. We inhale to lower down in this crunch. I have about 10 seconds left with this clip in my hair. I'm hot already. You keep crunching. You've got no holds, no pulses. We are almost out of this move. Can you keep connected to your lower abs as you lift those hips up? You've got about 15 seconds, and we'll meet in that modified plank on our elbows. In 10, exactly where we started. We'll turn this into an inchworm. Meet me there in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right here. Let's just take a little mental reset. In about 10 seconds, we're gonna saw the elbows out towards the back platform and pull them back under our shoulders in 4, 3, 2, take an inhale. Send the elbows out, exhale, pull it in, and then give me that crunch right here. Nice, we're not in this move much longer, because we are coming up to our toes in 8 for a tabletop crunch. Your arms are straight in 4, 3, 2. You also may know this move as a bear. So start in that plank, okay? Shoulder stacked over the wrists. Give me that exhale, pull the knees under the hips. Inhale, you take it back out to that plank. Now connect to your lower abs right here. You guys keep working. I gotta tie my hair up. I am hot. You've got about 30 seconds right here. If you need that modification, you're back on your elbows, you're back on your knees for that kneeling crunch. Give me another 20. And then we've got some hamstring curls on deck. 15 seconds right here. I'm back on my toes, I'm back in the game. All right, in 10, your head, neck, and shoulders are going on to the carriage and your feet are going onto the front platform. In 4, 3, 2, shimmy the head, neck, and shoulders onto the carriage and then take your feet onto the front platform. Let's bridge those hips up. I want you to just hold right here. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked. You're squeezing your glutes up. And start to inhale, push the carriage open, taking your knees away from your ankles. Nice, keep those hips lifted. Exhale, pull the knees back over the ankles. You're working both hamstrings right here. To be honest, I hate hamstring curls, but they're so necessary, right? Gotta have those sexy legs, those strong hamstrings in the back. Thank gosh, we are not at the back for these. Keep those hips lifted. We got this. We're already over halfway there. In another 10, let's stack our knees over our ankles where we started. Let's go for some glute bridges, yeah? Start to pull your knees back in. You're gonna hold in 3, 2, freeze. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, lift. Let's work these glutes. We've got about 15, and we are going into an elevator lunge. I forgot to mention in the beginning, you may need a balance pole. If that is for you, it'll be on the right-hand side. We're starting with that left foot on that front platform in 3, 2, and 1. Safely come on up. Left foot front platform, right toes carriage. And let's start to lunge down into that left leg. Now your left knee is staying over your left ankle. Your right heel is lifted. Notice how my chest is forward. My tailbone is shining to the ceiling. I'm gonna press through my left heel. Slowly start to take myself up to the top, keeping a slight bend into my left knee. We inhale, lower. Find that range of motion that works for you. See if you can challenge yourself to get deep where your knee is in line with your hip. Keep pressing through that left heel, connect to your hamstring, connect to your glutes. Of course, our core is nice and tight. Okay, team. We've got about 15 seconds, and we're gonna challenge ourselves to go down for a hold. So start to lower down. You meet me at the bottom of your lowest lunge in 4, 3, 2, hold it right here. We're just gonna hold today, nothing crazy. If you've got high bars, option to place your fingertips. Can you go 1 inch deeper? Breathe, inhale, exhale. We're gonna go down into our lunge in 10 seconds. We're going back to full range. You take it down first in 4, 3, 2, take it down, exhale, lift. Oh, I'm shaking. All right, we've got about 15 seconds, and we're going for that bungee. Bungee's gonna go on the arch of your left foot. We've got to turn back around to face the carriage. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully step down, find your bungee. That's going on the arch of that left foot. And I want you to take your right knee to the carriage and your hands to the outside of the monorail. Let's find 90 degrees right here, and let's start to push up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, you kick up, bungee's nice and tight. Like I said in the beginning, if you don't have that bungee, you can always kick that bungee off and give me that air bungee. Or maybe you do have that bungee and you worked out super hard yesterday and your glutes are on fire. Maybe you go for that air bungee, okay? There's no wrong answer. I just want you to keep doing your best. Keep that left knee high in line with that left hip. We've got about 15 seconds and we are going to press up to the ceiling in 10. You've got to hold, okay? You press to that left heel in 4, 3, 2, press up. Core is nice and tight. Nice. Now can we turn this into a pulse in 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Okay. 15 seconds. Let's multitask when we're ready. Add on a gray spring and 1 black. Option to just go gray, reverse runner's lunge. Option to go heavy and go 1 red. You shake that bungee off in 3, 2, 1. Shake the bungee off. Okay, team. We're taking our left foot on that carriage. Right heel against the eyelet. You're facing your back platform. I want you to push on out right here. Your chest is forward. Now start to bend your right knee under your hip. All your weight is still in your left heel. Big exhale, press out. See how low and deep I'm staying in my left. This is your last move for your lower body on your left side. You want to stop that right knee right over that right hip. Shoulders are down and back. My chest is hinged forward like I am running a race. Perfect. Inhale. Send it out. Exhale. Inhale. Start to bend it in. Because you want to exhale when you are pushing it out, doing the work. You've got about 10 here. And then we bend that right knee under that right hip to hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Just breathe. Relax your shoulders. Get ready to take it to a pulse. Right knee lowers towards the carriage in 3, 2. Let's pulse down an inch, up an inch. You take it down. You take it up. Nice. Can you get deeper? You give me 15 right here. We're going 1 black in 10 seconds. Knees on the front platform. Arms are straight onto the carriage. 1 black spring. We're going wheelbarrow. Center core in 4, 3, 2. Pull that carriage and take off that gray or that red. Knees take the front platform. Hands take the carriage on the sides. Hips are forward. Start to push on out. Exhale. Bring it in right here. You guys keep working. We started with this wheelbarrow. We know exactly what we're doing. Beautiful. Keep going right here. Nice, team. I want you to give me another 10 seconds. And we're taking our toes onto that front platform. Your hands can stay exactly where they're at. We meet in a plank in 4, 3, 2. Pop up to your toes. Press out to that plank. Hold it here. We got 10 seconds. We lift these hips to the ceiling. We are going reverse, plank to pike. Lift the hips up in 4, 3, 2. Exhale. Fold yourself in half. Now, if you need that modification, come down to your knees. Come down to your elbows. Give yourself that kneeling crunch. Same target muscles, working those lower abs. Nice, we're almost out of this. You've got about 8 seconds. Knees replace the toes. Elbows onto the carriage. We're going seesaw in 4, 3, 2. Knees replace the toes. Elbows onto the carriage. Meet me in that modified plank on your knees. And let's start to send the elbows out. Inhale. Exhale. Pull it back in. I need a water break. You guys keep working. You've got no holds, no pulses. You've got about 40 seconds left. Remember, the money is when you push the elbows out. Exhale, pull them back under your shoulders and stop as soon as they come under your shoulders. You don't want to push back closer to the front platform. Always push away. Palms up is going to make this a little bit more challenging. Palms down is going to be a little bit easier. You got 10 seconds, team. We're back on our toes. One last center core move. Get ready to meet me in a high plank. Arms are straight. 3, 2. Let's take this to a bear. All right, we've been here before. Round 2 in this bear. Nice work. Now your hips are up in line with your shoulders. Instead of down here or up here, they're right in that tabletop position. Modification for this move. Kneeling crunch, elbows down, knees down. You've got no holds, we've got no pulses. I want you to stay strong. We're going back into our legs. 20 seconds. If you're in that plank, hold on for me, okay? Keep pushing your chest away from that carriage. We've got 10 seconds. If you're on your knees, you keep crunching. In 8, head, neck, and shoulders on the carriage. Feet front platform, hamstring curls, round 2. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get there. Whew, I'm sweating a little bit. All right, hips are up. Tailbone is tucked. Let's do it. Start to send that carriage up. I'm gonna close my eyes here. Really get in the zone. If you need a little bit more support, keep your hips up. Place your hands onto your hips. Find that beautiful inhale as you send it back. Exhale, pull it in. We've got a little bit more than halfway, but maybe you start to increase that range of motion. Your hamstring should be pretty warmed up right here. You are halfway through class. That is the good news. Ooh, that one hurt a little bit. Hurt in a good way. Remember, there should be no pain in the bad way. So if this is uncomfortable for your body, relax the hips and safely come up out of this. You've got 25 seconds. We're going no holds, no glute bridges, just all hamstring curls. We're headed for that elevator lunge. If you need that balance pole, it's gonna be on your left side. Our right foot's going on that front platform. Our left foot's coming on that carriage in 4, 3, 2, carefully and safely come out of this. Elevator lunge, right foot front platform, left foot carriage. Left heel is nice and high. Find your balance, find your breath, then find your lunge. Remember, you're exhaling to come up, pushing through your right heel. Slight bend to that right knee at the top. We want to keep that tension that we're working so hard for in the back of our right leg. I'm hinging my chest forward to stay out of my lower back as I start to lunge down. All right, team. We are crushing it. The good news is we only have 2 lower body moves left. And I think 1 center core move to finish this off. But let's stay focused, okay? Let's stay in this right leg, right hamstring, right glute, a little bit of that right quad you should be feeling, and of course your core is working. We've got about 15 seconds, and we're taking it down for that hold. You've got time, about 8 seconds, so start to lunge down. You meet me there in 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Again, if you have those high bars, option to take light fingertips to the high bars. If not, hands in prayer. If you want your heart rate up, hands behind the head. Maybe we get 1 inch deeper. We're going back to that full range of motion in 3, 2, exhale, start to press. We're headed for that bungee. Less than 10. We're carefully stepping down. In 4, 3, 2. Couple moves left. Bungees on the arch of that right foot. Let's do it. Left knee onto the carriage. Remember, you have that option for that air bungee. I want you to flex your right foot to the ceiling. Imagine you are walking on the ceiling and stamping your footprint up. You want to continue with that nice slow count. for that bungee. Honestly, I think I gotta take the air bungee on this leg. Keep working, we've got this. Keep your core tight, keep your hips squared, which means pointing down to the carriage. Your neck is nice and long. Let's go 10 seconds. You're pressing up for that quick hold that'll turn into the pulse in 4, 3, 2, press up. Let's find that pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Can your right glute shake? Can you take your right heel closer to your bum? 15 seconds. Let's multitask. Let's add on that gray. Keep that black. Option to go one red to go extra heavy. Reverse, runner's lunge in 4, 3, 2. Final lower body movement. Right foot front carriage. Left heel is lifted onto that front platform. It's like right in that little pocket. Start to push that carriage out. Now make sure your right knee staying over that right ankle. And then let's fully push the carriage out. I'm really pushing through my left heel, right heel, even though my left leg is extending as well. Focus is still that right leg right here. Team, we are in the home stretch, okay? You've got about less than 3 minutes left of class. So challenge yourself to get even deeper in that right leg if you can, which I know you can, okay? Without no challenge, there is no change. So we've got this. You've got less than a minute, of course. We are gonna go for that hold and that pulse in about 15 seconds. You guys keep working. You've got 10. Your left knee meets me with that left knee under that left hip. In 4, 3, 2, left knee under the left hip. Hold it here, go 1 inch deeper. Let's pulse, left knee down an inch, up an inch. Make it slow, make it controlled, make it a small range of motion. You've got 10 seconds in your pulse. You're going back to that runner's lunge. Only for 15. Then we finish off in our final move. In 4, 3, 2. Let's do this. Push that left leg out. As promised, less than 15. We're going 1 black in 10. You are turning around, hands on the high bars, toes on the carriage. It is a high bar plank to pike. In 3, 2, 1. Take that heavy spring off. Let's get there. If you don't have the high bars, your hands are going on the front platform and you're starting in that plank. If your hands are on the high bars, legs extend, hips go up, heels are high. Perfect, y'all. This is it. Shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, extend those legs out. Exhale, big lift. Squeeze those inner thighs together. No holds, no pulses. We're just finishing strong in that center core. Ooh, exhale, lift. You've got about 20 seconds. And you are done. Keep fighting for it. Believe in yourself because you have 10. Connect to your body. Get out of your mind. You got this. Give me 8. Last 3, 2, 1. My friends, you are done. Whew. Drink some water, hydrate, stretch. Thank you so much. See you next time. Do this routine over and over again. I hope you enjoy it. With all my love.